Why are farmers revolting again? Although the year-long protest ended just 3 years ago.
कि हमने 3 कृषि कानूनों को वापस लेने का, रिपील करने का निर्णय लिया है।
Where did the government go wrong that 200 farmer unions and tens of thousands of farmers are back on the road again?
Farmers travel to New Delhi and demand guaranteed prices for their crops.
Police in Delhi have banned all public gatherings ahead of a threatened march on India's capital on Tuesday by thousands of protesting farmers.
Currently, the farmers have 12 demands, and the one that's causing most concern is MSP. The term MSP stands for Minimum Support Price. Now, let's see if introducing MSP benefits our country's economy. Let's use an example to understand what MSP is. Assume a farmer grows 10 kg of rice at the production price of rupees 2000 and the government sets MSP at rupees 3000. And if the market price goes below rupees 2000, the farmer can sell his harvest to the government for rupees 3000, by which he can cover his production price and also incur extra 1000 profit. These grains can be distributed to the needy ones, or the government can sell it to the private firms at a greater price. Sounds wonderful, right? The farmers are happy and the government can afford it. But why is the government still hesitant to make MSP a legal right for farmers? MSP will undoubtedly provide a safety net and protect the farmers from financial losses. But the math reveals a different story. Let's go into the maths now. According to the Food Corporation of India, only rice and wheat are eligible for MSP, and only 7% of farmers benefit from it. Currently, the farmers are requesting MSP for 23 crops, but the problem is not with the requesting, but the way they want it to be calculated. The Commission for Agricultural Costs and Pricing calculates the MSP by using the formula called A2 plus FL plus 50% of A2 plus FL, where A2 includes price for seeds, fertilizers, labor, energy, water, and other costs. FL comprises the family labor costs for working in the agricultural sector. However, the farmers propose a different formula, which is called C2 or Swaminathan formula, which adds a new variable called X, and this formula changes to A2 plus FL plus X plus 50% of A2 plus FL plus X. In this case, X represents the interest on the value of owned capital assets, rent paid on leased properties, or rental value on owned land. I know this sounds complex, but we'll explain it to you in an easier way. Let's consider X as the opportunity cost and assume Kumar deposits his 2 lakh rupees in an FD at 5% interest rate and rents his 1 acre land for 20,000 rupees per month. Now, if we add up both these values, that's the interest he earns, which is 10,000 rupees, and the annual rent, which is 2,40,000 rupees, total opportunity cost X becomes 2,50,000 rupees. Now, you might be wondering how big of a difference it would make to add X to this formula. Farmers will receive 9% to 40% more MSP depending on the harvest. Now, you have understood the math behind the MSP. Let's look at some disadvantages of MSP. Firstly, it will result in a financial load of 40 lakh crore rupees, which is 80% of our Indian budget and 6 times of our defense budget. If in case the MSP is granted for all the 23 crops, the government has to spend anywhere between 10 to 15 lakh crore rupees, which is 1.5 times of a defense budget and capital expenditure. It is difficult to quantify the value of X because the real estate prices vary among districts in India. How will it be determined and who shall make the decision? A farmer may receive more MSP on the same crop cultivated in Mumbai compared to UP because the real estate price in Mumbai is much more higher than UP. If we grant the MSP while avoiding these concerns, the farmer will want to cultivate more in order to earn more money because they know the government will buy from them. This will boost the supply too much, causing demand to fall, resulting in lower price and further loss for the farmers. The farmers may make money in the short term, but they will definitely lose their money in the long run. And the decreasing price will have an impact on the agricultural exports, which accounts for 11% of the total exports. Lastly, we do not have so much space to store the crops acquired from the farmers. Now let us know why farmers think that the MSP will be effective. According to them, they utilize 1/3 of the harvest to feed their families and domestic animals, which means 5 lakh crore worth of crops which doesn't hit the market, and just 10 lakh crore worth of crops hit the market. If the government grants MSP, the private players are pushed to buy the crops above the MSP price, while farmers do not suffer any financial loss. Currently, the government buys 45% of the crops and the remaining 55% is bought by the private players with a 25% discount for 5 lakh crore rupees. If in case the MSP is granted, the private players shall not receive any discount and will have to buy the crops at rupees 6.25 lakh crore. Now, this is a tough problem. The farmers have been asking for MSP from 20 years, while the BJP and Congress each have had 10 years. But nobody did anything about it. Now, things are a bit tricky. The farmer want to make living for themselves because the monthly revenue of each farmer in India is rupees 10,000. Still, we know that implementing it will have a negative impact on our economy. Let's see what our administrations will do to satisfy our farmers. As we have come to the end of our video, let's not forget that Jawan and Kisan are the most respected individual in our country. Let's live up to the phrase Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. If you guys require the same information in Tamil or Kannada, do check out the channels given in the description. Thank you, this is Samuel Phillips signing off.